If one day you decide to throw everything away, both money and gold, work duties, society, to set out to live in the midst of nature, would you do that? Into the Wind, not just a movie about adventure, but it's the movie that asks us what real life is, and where does true happiness come from? Today, when freedom becomes a trap, movie, Into the Wind. Tell me the story of Christopher McCandless, a young boy who chooses to abandon a normal life, a warm home and a bright future, to set out into nature in isolation, which will hopefully break out of the chaos of society and try to find the true meaning of life. But this path turned out an expensive lesson that made him faced with the harsh truth, which is the core of this story. I think escape is not the answer. That cause, figure out, travel, not just because it wants freedom, but it's because of pressure from a troubled family, parents in trouble with each other, the expectation of society, and the feeling that he can't control his own life. He believes that only nature and severity to make him find true happiness. But in the end, I found that true happiness does not come from being alone, but it happens to be shared with others. This is the lesson he learned at the end of his life. And when he was weak, starved of food, and trapped in the deep woods one day, he was trapped in it, and he couldn't survive alone. Today I will compare the real world with this film. If today we look at this story well in the perspective of real life, we will find that many people want to escape trouble, whether it's family, work, or social pressure. But running away doesn't make that problem go away. It just makes us avoid facing it over. Instead of fleeing, we should learn and improve ourselves, sir. Which lesson I learned is health, knowledge, and forgiveness. This story teaches us that first, health, I will focus a lot. It's important, and knowledge is what helps us survive. And forgiveness is the key to breaking us off. Yes, whether it's suffering or anything, it can definitely come off. Christopher, there's a lot of knowledge, it's true, but he lacks the understanding to apply them in real life. If today he chooses to adapt instead of cutting it off from everything, the result probably won't be like this. But today I didn't say that but today I'm coming. Compare and talk to, which, like our real lives, sir, if we run into trouble today, we have to face it and fix it, sir, and learn from it, instead of running away far. Because in the end, no matter where you are, you always carry your own problems with you, which I can assume. Live mindfully and find happiness from within. Into the Wind. I'm not saying that we don't dream or follow different paths, but it teaches us to understand. A balanced life must consist of knowledge, understanding, and relationships with others, sir. If today we had a dream, follow it, but must not forget that real knowledge and experience is what allows us to survive, not just the driving force. Use emotion alone. It's important. True happiness, it's not on the run either, not fleeing the world, not running away from society, but it's only about learning to live with it. And I'll tell you the lesson we need to remember about this. Into the Wind taught us that escape is not always the answer to the problem, and real freedom doesn't lie in us being alone, but it's about living with other people in a meaningful way. Today, we may think that money and society are what pressure us, but today, if we find the balance of our lives and get it, we'll know that living a precious life, it doesn't depend on where we get away, but it depends on how much time we have to make it meaningful. So if you feel like your life is heavy today, stop thinking about, we're running away, or we're running towards something real meaning. Don't forget to like and share. Press subscribe, press heart, and comment too. How do you have an opinion on this? And if you go back to this after you have listened to this video clip, let's share it in the comments. See you later. Thank you.